Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is Dom, aka KT2, and I'm coming back to you guys for another video. But this is like more of a thought, right? So I've noticed that, you know, so I think in a lot of my videos, I think especially my last one, I talk about how like I've been through a lot in the military, and I've seen a lot of bad. And I think I've said like a couple different times, like, hey, there's not anything bad. There's nothing else bad that could happen to me that I haven't experienced, right? But here's the thing. I have come to the point in my life to where I know deep down in my heart, I know I need to take like full ownership of anything and everything that happens to me, because there's always a certain degree of control that we had in every circumstance. There's always something you could do, and I think that is the pain point that really hurts. I can say, oh yeah, this happened to me and this happened and that happened to me, but everything, I think it's a very disempowering sentiment to have things happen to you and take no responsibility for the things that have happened to you. I think it's an extremely disempowering notion to do. And I think, and I could be very wrong. Like, I could be very, very, very wrong. Like, I could be out of here, right? But in order to grow, I think you need to take full ownership and accountability of everything bad that happens, because it takes control out of your hands, and it disempowers you and disenfranchises your ability to really grow up and just get better, like as a human being. And here's an example, and I'm not gonna make this video long, right? Here's an example. Like, let's say, I give you a real example, right? So there was one day I was in an exercise, and my project was not the greatest, right? In my mind, it was good, it was doable, but then a certain individual came in and proceeded to tell me about how my project could be improved for about an hour. And I did not take that well, team. So that did not feel good. And I think at first I began to say, oh, you know, this is not my fault, and if this would have happened, if that would have happened, and if this would have happened, then, you know, I could have done a better job. But at the end of the day, you know what? There's a lot of things that I could have done better. There's a million things that I could have improved on. And, you know, there are warning signs. There are warning signs to everything, man. There are warning signs to everything. There are things that you do, like, you know, like when something doesn't feel right, like before I begin to work on this huge project by myself, like I should have known that was a huge warning. It's like, why are you doing this huge thing by yourself? Like and you look at it, you're like, wait, hold on. But either way, you got to take full ownership and accountability of the shit that happens to you, man. And this is just coming from my own personal experience, right? Like, I have so many experiences, you know. I have so many experiences, like, that could have been better if I would have just got all 10 of my fingers and pointed them back at me, instead of pointing, like, because I do take a lot of ownership. I point like 6 or 7 at myself, but if I don't point all 10, then there's an issue. All right, you guys have a good one. You guys can find me on Instagram at KIDTHNER2 or at Snapchat at KLOP95. Don't live the same year, 75, 80, 85, 90 times, then try to call it life. My name is Dom, aka KT2, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace.